With that in mind, let's send it over to KWWL meteorologist Danny Cassidy right now with a look at some of the temperature trends at the State Fair.
Of course, the Iowa State Fair kicked off today and run through the middle of August. And since 1854, it's had a little bit of change since then. The first ever Iowa State Fair was held in October of 1854 in Fairfield, Iowa. It was held in various spots throughout mainly eastern portions of the state, including Cedar Rapids, Dubuque, and Iowa City. It moved into Des Moines in 1880, and ever since 1886, it has been on the same fairgrounds, and there have been a few years that have been skipped. 1898 due to the Spanish-American War, as well as the World Fair. 1942 through 45 because of World War II, and 2020, of course, because of the COVID-19 pandemic. There have been some very warm years throughout our history, especially in 1983, an average of 84.4 degrees, and the average highs during that time was 96. 6 of those days were over 100 degrees, and the only days in Iowa State Fair history that have been over 100. Other warm years, 1937, over 80 degrees, same with 75 and 95, then 2007, just under an 80-degree average. Of course, you're obviously going to have some wet years as well. 77 was the wettest at 8.5 inches roughly. 1993 at about 6 1/4, just over 5 in 1999, 4.87 in 1987, and 4.85 in 1989. Now, what can we expect this year? Well, for this weekend, going to be pretty nice and below normal. Usually we're in the low to mid 80s. This weekend, going to slowly rise into the upper 70s and low 80s with plenty of sunshine and light winds. And although we might have some rain chances down the road, looks like a pretty nice Iowa State Fair forecast. Ron and Elizabeth.